Hey, I'm Nate, and for the past 4-ish years, I've jumped into a ton of game jams. I started with janky prototypes and half-finished ideas, but now I've actually won multiple jams, including some cash prizes. So today, I'm going to be breaking down the lessons that actually helped me level up fast. The first tip is to experiment early, then you can niche down. When you're new, make everything. 2D games, 3D games, platformers, puzzles, go wild. But after a few jams, pick the style you genuinely love and commit to it. I spent way too long bouncing between 2D and 3D, but the moment I finally locked into 2D, my progress exploded. When you stick to one style, your skills stack directly onto your next project. Switching constantly makes it hard to improve from project to project. Focusing makes you improve insanely fast. Tip 2. Play other jam games. Most people skip this, which is exactly why you shouldn't. During a game jam, you've got hundreds of games under the same theme, same rules, and the same time limit. That's insanely valuable. You'll see what worked, what flopped, and how other developers tackled the same idea. Plus, you'll get inspiration, UI tricks, clever mechanics, and weird ideas you'd never think of. Tip 3. Spend the first 5 to 10 hours planning. This is where game jams are won. Beginners sprint into coding with no real idea of what the final game will look like. And I used to do this all the time. But now, I plan everything before even touching Unity. The core mechanic, the gameplay loop, the scope, how levels work, everything. Planning feels slow, but it saves you hours and prevents overscoping. The more you understand before writing code, the smoother the entire jam goes. Tip 4. Build around the voting categories. This is one of the easiest ways to stand out. Let's say the categories are story, gameplay, and originality. Then you should aim sharp at those. Don't spend a ton of time on audio if nobody's judging audio. Obviously, you should still try to include some audio, as it could play into how you are rated on gameplay, but there's no need to stress too much about it. In these categories, you should push originality, add some story, and make gameplay your top priority. You can even pick a category most people ignore, like story, and go extra hard at it. While everyone scores low, you'll rise straight to the top. Tip 5. Study your results like data. Game jams basically give you free analytics. One of my older games placed very well overall, but its weakest category was graphics, so in the next jam, I focused hard on art. Because of this, I got first place overall, and my graphics score jumped from a 3.5 to a 4.1. The feedback is gold. Use it to steer your next project. Tip 6. Keep your game simple. This might be the most important one. Jam players want to rate quickly. If your game needs a paragraph of instructions or has confusing controls, most people won't even stick around long enough to get it. Your screenshots should basically explain the game by themselves, and if you need a tutorial, keep it in-game and lightning fast. Your game should be snappy, clear, and satisfying. The final tip is to just have fun. Seriously, don't stress the rankings. Game jams are fun because they push you, teach you, and let you try ideas you'd never touch in a big project. Plus, you meet tons of developers doing the exact same challenge. Focus on improving, learning, and experimenting. The rankings will follow.